Hi, how you doing? Danny Harris here again, Explosive Golf Marketing. And this is day 6 of the 7 quick wins to drive your golf sales. And today's message is slightly different to the one that I actually had planned. And it's come from as a result of a conversation I had a couple of days ago with 4 or 5 friends of mine who are all various business owners, not in the golf sector, but they all are self-employed people. And the question was raised at this meeting: if you had a customer, if I had a customer and I could sell that customer to you, how much would you pay me for it? Now let's imagine this customer will make for you a profit of £100 and I can sell you that customer. How much would you be prepared to pay? Now around the table there were some various answers. Some people said they would pay £5 to make £100 profit. Some people said they'd pay £80 to make £100 profit. And that's a little bit speculative and there's no real right or wrong answer. But as you can see, there are various amounts. But simply put, if someone gives you an amount of money and you end up with more money, then that's presumably a positive thing. However, when this takes a slightly different twist and what people hadn't realised around the table, and just because of what I sort of understand about marketing and so on, I was able to put a very different perspective on it. You see, one of the ladies was a hairdresser and she was actually in the camp. She said she would pay £20 to buy that £100 customer, so 20%. Fairly easy maths, that one, it's not difficult to do. And when we spoke to her, we said, so how much is the average haircut? Now, when someone goes into a ladies' salon, you can have a fairly quick, wash and dry, whatever it happens to be, or you can spend a great deal of money on a ladies' haircut. But the average is, very simple to work out. How many customers have you got? How much money do you take? There's the average. And her average haircut was around £50. So she said then, therefore, she would happily spend £10 to acquire a new customer. Now, obviously, we're not selling customers, but this is in terms of advertising spend and marketing spend and so on. But she would happily spend £10 to get that £50 customer. And she had then sort of cogs started to whir that she could spend that kind of money on marketing campaigns. However, I then sort of asked her a question, well, realistically speaking, how often does a lady, the average lady, your average customer, come and have a haircut? And for very easy numbers, it was a little bit different to this, but let's say it was about 10 times a year. So she actually said every 6 weeks, which is slightly less, but just for easy numbers, we're going to say 10 times a year. And so now, that customer isn't worth £50 to her. If that customer's coming to her 10 times in a year, suddenly that customer's now worth £500 to her. So now if she's prepared to spend 20% on getting that new customer, suddenly she's got £100 to spend. And if you spend £100 acquiring a customer, that's worth £500. It's going to be a lot easier. By the way, somebody appears to have just started drilling up here. I don't quite know what's going on, but we'll persevere and hope that it doesn't affect this video too much, and it's just one of the bad timing things. So she's prepared to pay now £100 per customer because she understands what is known as the lifetime value of a customer, or now understands the lifetime value of a customer. You see, what you should be looking at is when you make a sale, you don't get a customer to make a sale. You make a sale to get a customer. And a customer is someone that will spend with you over time and time and time. Now, to bring this around to the golf industry, if you think about it, if you're a golf coach, and let's suppose in your lessons are £50, and someone's going to come to you 6 times a year, maybe every couple of months, I don't know, whatever it happens to be. But if they come to you 6 times a year, suddenly that person's worth £300 to you. So acquiring one customer, you're going to get £300, albeit over a period of time. It gets even more wonderful, should we say, in the world of golf club members. You see, let's supposing the membership of your golf club is £1,000. Whatever your number is that you're prepared to spend, let's suppose it's, I don't know, 20%, again, we'll just do that for easy numbers. If you were to spend £200 in advertising and promotions to acquire a new member, that's pretty good business. Now, you might want to spend a little bit less, you might want to spend a little bit more, that's entirely up to you. But in the world of golf members, let me add a few more bits on. Membership, £1,000. When I spoke to England Golf recently, they tell me the average person stays with a golf club for 8.5 years. Now, 8.5 years at £1,000 a year, suddenly that member's worth £8,500 to you. So if you want to spend 20% to acquire that customer, how much is that? Oh, sorry, that member, how much is that? But it's even more with golf club members, because you see, they also spend money in the bar, in the shop, on lessons, on all these different things that are around the golf club. So, and it is reckoned just by some very casual market research of my own, that the average member spends 50% more, or 50% of their membership again, in things like bar bills and equipment and whatever else goes on in the club. So really, a £1,000 member is actually worth to you £1,500 a year. And then you times that by 8.5, and suddenly you've got a big number. All right, it's not all 100% profit on the hardware and stuff like that they're selling, but you get the idea. And the key takeaway from this is that if you understand the lifetime value of your customer, and you're prepared to pay or market and advertise and promote to get new customers, you just need to understand this is the percentage I'm prepared to pay to acquire a new member, coaching client, customer, whatever we call it. This is how much I'm prepared to pay. But to do that, you have to understand the lifetime value of your customer. I hope that makes sense. It's a great one for you to do. And I'll be back very soon with another lesson on 7 quick wins on how to drive your golf sales. By the way, if you haven't joined our Drive Your Golf Sales Facebook group, come on over. It's completely free to join. Just click the link, please ask to join, and I'll okay you to come in, and we'll look forward to speaking to you very soon. Bye bye for now.